listening to the Wise Coffee Chat Show on WRMN 1410. Super excited to be on here this morning and to be here with you guys. So who am I? My name is Jennifer Sanchez. I'm the founder of the Wise Alliance Network, the Women's Institute of Self-Development Efficacy, as well as the Wise Coffee Chat. And then, of course, I'm also a real estate investor. So if anyone's looking to sell their home 30 days or less, feel free to reach out to me. We could buy no fees, no surveys, no commission. So definitely reach out to me for that. And what else do I do? And then I'm a mom of 3 beautiful girls. So I got to always throw that in there, right? So I got to make sure I always say I'm a mama. But that's who I am. And you can learn more about me at wisealliancenetwork.com. And soon to be also publishing a new book in 2026. So I'm very excited for that. I'm just going to start announcing it. I've been kind of saying it a little bit, but that's who I am. I will pass it over to my guest today, Maria Elena. Maria Elena, can you introduce yourself to the listeners and the viewers?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maria Elena Ramirez, and born and raised in Chicago. My parents are Cuban, and I'm a travel advisor. My job is to make memories, for you to make memories.
I love that, a travel advisor. So Maria Elena, you've been actually a loyal supporter to the Wise Coffee Chat show for a while. So I know I've always seen you. And then we've met at a business event,
Yes.
right? Where we officially met face to face. And then I definitely enjoyed vibing with you. But tell us a little bit about, right? I think I don't hear a lot about travel advisors or travel agents anymore. I don't know if that. So tell me a little bit about what you do in that industry.
Okay. Well, as a travel advisor, I help you plan your vacation, make memories with your family. Um, you know, to plan a vacation takes a lot of time. There's a lot of research involved. It could be very overwhelming, very
Absolutely.
stressful. So that's where I come in. I help you plan vacation
That's
for you, for your family.
bottom line. That's what you do. So I love that. Now, before we go and dabble some more, this is a Wise Coffee Chat show. I have to ask, how do you like to drink your coffee?
I like my coffee as being Cuban, café con leche or un cortadito.
You're full Cuban?
Well, my parents, both my mom and my dad are Cuban. I was born and raised in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
I've been to Cuba several times.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I'm just a proud Cuban American.
Amen. I know you guys have the cubanitos, right? Or the little what do you call it?
Cortadito, which is really an espresso shot. That's what that is.
Yeah. I know that I've drank it and I'm like, oh my God, this is so strong, but it's so good too. The little ones, I love it.
Wake up.
Yeah, it wakes you up right away. So I love that. So I love that you love the coffee like that. Café con leche makes absolute sense. Have you been to the Café con leche restaurant in Chicago? I'm just curious.
Yes, I have.
You have?
I have. I have.
I was just curious if you've been there. But so travel agent, going back to what you're doing, what made you, well, tell us a little bit about how you fell into that industry.
Okay. I fell into this industry when I went on a women's retreat. I met the travel agent, and at that time, she was organizing training to be an advisor,
Okay.
a travel advisor. And I was like, why not? I've planned all my trips for my family. Not only my family, but I used to work for a nonprofit that I would organize travel for groups. And just, thinking about it and just recalling all that, it was good. It felt good. And then the other thing is I turned 50.
Wow.
And I'm like, this world is so big.
Yes.
And we need to explore it.
Have you been doing your own? You're a big traveler as well. Do you love to travel?
Yes, I definitely do.
Oh, nice.
Because not only, travel for work, for personal, but I have the opportunity to travel and conduct site visits.
Okay.
I'll go to resorts.
Ah,
Yes, yes.
nice.
So I'll go to resorts, I'll taste the food. I'm a foodie.
Okay.
For me, the food's got to taste good.
Yeah.
You're, this is an investment when you are traveling and, you're spending money. You want quality. And that's my focus. I want is to provide quality service, quality.
I love that you're a foodie. I'm a foodie. I love to eat. So I mean,
did too.
so do you guys love to eat? I'm like, does my team? Yeah, I see Marcelo over there, thumbs up. All the guys.
Sometimes people ask me, "Oh, what Cuban restaurants do you enjoy?" And I say, "My house, mi casa."
Oh yeah, of course, of course. And there, I only could think of like two Cuban like main restaurants in the Chicagoland area. I don't think there more Cuban restaurants
There
in
is,
yeah.
there is, but they have to cater to the FDA, um, limitation of the amount of sauce.
Uh,
Not sauce, sorry, salt they
salt.
put, sazones. It's. I find it to be bland
Oh, you're like,
too.
no. Gotta go to your house and try food. Whenever
Yes.
you want to invite, let me know. I know we have some viewers also online, just saying hi to everyone that's online. But so I know that you love the traveling, you love tasting food. Like that's you're out there kind of like checking things out for people, I'm assuming, right? For your clients, right? So what's like the most exciting place that you have been that you're like, oh my god, this is great. Like I can't wait to share this with people.
Um, I'm gonna say Cancun. I was in Cancun last year, and I visit like 20 resorts.
Oh wow.
And just I love the newer resorts, beautiful. Just Michelin stars at a lot of the resorts. And I'm gonna say Cancun, pero just Mexico in general.
Okay.
It's so big.
It
You
is.
have Los Cabos,
Mhm.
Jalisco. I mean, those are beautiful places.
Yeah, it's funny because I had some friends literally just say we need to plan a girls trip and I was like, "You know what? I'm down. Just tell me. Tell me when." And then I have a wedding. I think I told you my sister's
Yes.
getting married and I was like, "Oh my god, here we go." I'm like the person that least I'm not a big like I'm such a workhorse that I'm just like in my day to day every day doing things and like traveling is usually the back end. And I'm the person that just likes if I travel I don't want to do anything. Like I don't like I know when I do travel, like if I go somewhere with family, it's like, let's go see this, let's go see that, let's go see this. I'm like, I don't want to see anything. I want to lay here and hang out and just not do anything. Leave me alone. So that's why I'm like, I'm not a big traveler. But this year, I'm like, you know what? I need to go out. I need to do some more things
Yes,
this year.
it's a big world. You gotta go out there
Yeah,
and
I
see it.
need to.
And see, that's where I come in. So what I do is I do an assessment
Mm-hmm.
because not all resorts fit us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll have a series of questions that I'll ask you, what you like, what you don't like, where have you traveled, what what do you want to gain from your vacation?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I like I said, there's an assessment I do because I want to get to know you
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I want you to have fun
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and relax and just enjoy it.
Yeah, no, that's great because that's why I asked you, like, help me find this because I'm not doing it. I just don't have the time or desire or energy. I'm that person that, like, if I can push things on other people to help me, like, what is it? Delegate, right?
Yes.
I will delegate. So yeah, I can see why someone that might be busy or this is not their thing. Like my sister loves traveling. My sister's like, I think like 3 to 4 times a year she's out somewhere or she's visiting somewhere or she South Korea, I don't know, all these countries she's been to, and I'm like, "Do you?" Like, good for you. Mind you, she has no kids, so I know for her it's a little bit more she has more flexibility to just get up and go, you know?
The average person works 40, 50 hours a week. They get home, they got to cook, they're with family. And you get on the computer and you see so much. So it's overwhelming
Yeah.
and it becomes very stressful because you're trying to determine, oh, where do I go? And so again, that's where I come in. I do the research.
Yeah, that's really good.
I plan out the packages, airlines, the resorts, excursions, car rental, tour guides. And so that's where I come in.
Okay.
Um, the other thing I do is I go to a lot of events. So we have suppliers from around the world that come in and I meet one to one and I establish
Mhm.
those relationships.
Mhm.
And that's important.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me, I know how you fell into the traveling, right? Tell me a little bit about just you as I'm curious as being a Cuban American in Chicago. How was that upbringing right here in
Ooh.
Chicago? Let's go a little bit on the personal side, just so that people get to know you a little bit better.
Well, I'm growing up. It was just my mom and I. And it was interesting. My mom came to this country not knowing the language. So that was very hard. She worked across the street at a factory
Okay.
at night.
What neighborhood did you grow up in?
Logan Square.
Oh, Logan Square. Oh, Animal Kingdom over there. I remember Animal Kingdom when I was a kid. So you grew up in Logan Square. Nice.
Yes. In Logan Square back then, there's a couple factories around. So my mom worked there. At night, she would iron clothes. And so, grew up poor, but proud,
Nice.
hardworking.
Nice.
Growing up, the age of 14, I started working at a flea market.
Which wait, time out. Which one?
The buyer's flea
The
market.
Buyers Flea Market.
on
Oh,
Division.
yeah. Does
Mhm.
anyone know the Buyers Flea Market? Okay, Latino over there knows the Latino.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
on Division Street and Cicero, right? Division
yes,
or before a little bit east of Cicero
yes.
Avenue. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And I was selling jewelry.
Really?
Yes, yes. And so at the age of 14, I've been working. I've been hustling. I've been out there. And even in high school, went to high school, I went to Steinmetz,
Okay.
Bar. I didn't go to Clementi. Clementi was my neighborhood school, but I went to Steinmetz, which was great.
But Simon's is actually far for you,
Yes,
right? You
by the Brickyard.
yeah.
Yes, take 3 buses. I was on that bus at 6:15 in the morning, and
Yeah,
oh
so
yeah,
it was more that's more west, and Clemente
yes,
is like down you were closer to Clemente,
yes,
yeah, in
yes,
Humboldt Park. Wow, that's crazy because, I remember, yeah, Steinman's. I went to Roosevelt High School,
okay.
so Roosevelt and Steinman's did not like each other at the games, so I remember that.
So as a kid, I like adventure.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
not scared. Get out.
Mhm.
And and when I got my first car,
Okay.
whew, I was traveling.
Yeah.
Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan. I was getting out there.
That's what I don't wanna give my car. That's why I don't wanna give my car because I did the same thing. The moment you have a car, kids just go,
We go.
and they'll explore, and then you have no idea where they're at, So, but tell me a little bit about your experience. So, right away, you loved exploring, you would go visit places even as a young girl. Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I consider myself to be a solo traveler.
Okay. You enjoy that.
I do. I go out on my own. I've gone to Mexico by myself.
Nice.
And so,
I
yes,
I love the fact that you're talking about it because so many people don't take solo trips.
no, they don't.
And they're intimidated by it, and actually, I think I love being by myself on trips, like, if I can do more. I know I went to DC before, and I remember when I went there, I was just loving it by myself. It was my first time actually being by myself, but I got sent as a work trip, but I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this. Imma, like, enjoy, they paid for everything was paid for, but I just remember, like, by myself, exploring DC, getting lost in DC also, actually, like,
Yes.
this is how naive this is when I was, like, in my early 20s. This is how naive I was. I thought everyone was like Chicago.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so this is how
No.
naive I was, right? I'm just being honest. I really assumed because we are actually very segregated. People don't realize how Chicago is such a segregated city, Okay. You have, you know where to find the Mexicans, you know where to find the Asians, you know where to find the, Southeast Asians,
Yes.
every neighborhood in the Chicagoland area and where to go if you're trying to find food or whatever, right? So in my mind, I thought, well, everyone's like that, right? In again, early 20s, I think I must have been like 21 or 22 at that time. So I was like, okay, so it's gonna be the same, like, and I'm not gonna sound terrible, but I was like, I know this, where the safe areas are, right? Growing
Correct.
up in the city, if you go into this neighborhood, this is a sketchier neighborhood. Stay away from these streets. Don't walk this way, right? So you kind of know because you grew up in the neighborhood, you know where to go. So when I went to DC, I remember I was trying to, I'm like, I'm gonna look for the White House. Okay. This is my mind. I'm gonna look for the White House. And I just remember like I seen crowds of people walking towards a direction. So I'm like, well, it's gotta be like downtown Chicago, right? So if you see crowds of commuters walking, they're usually going to like the bigger areas in the city. They're going towards Michigan Avenue, they're going
Right.
towards whatever. No, that was not the case at all. They went to a whole nother direction. And then I started walking and started seeing Ethiopian like nightclub flyers on the floor. And I don't even want to say the kind of clubs that they were, but if we could say the kind of clubs they were those kind of clubs,
Close.
right? And I was like, wait, where am I? Like, this does not look, it's starting to look sketchier the more I go down. And I guess in DC, they're by letters, right? Like they're alphabets. So I guess as I was going further to LMNOP and that way, it started looking sketchier. And I started getting hit on by like random guys. I was like, okay. Then I saw this one young girl and I was like, hey, where's the White House? She's like, you're on the other side of town. She's like, go that way. So I think I walked for like another hour towards another direction, finally found it. But I was just so naive to like travel and like, I just assumed everything's like Chicago, right? And I'm like, nope. Now I learned that is never do that again. And then I also, when I went back to the hotel, I remember the front desk. She was like, "Ma'am, we have a very safe transportation system here in DC. It would have been better instead of walking around." She's like, "Just because you did that, I'm gonna give you a drink on the house." I said, "Okay, I got a free drink. Thank you." Again, but that's my experience traveling, right? Like not knowing, assuming everything. That's why you got to get out more. Like you have to experience
You do.
places.
And traveling is a form of education.
I agree.
You learn about other cultures. You learn about the foods, the people. And that's why for me personally, I don't mind traveling by myself because I believe I'm a
Mhm.
social butterfly
You are.
and I could go up to people and I could talk to people.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a difference because even though you're by yourself, you're making friends, you're making connections.
Yeah. I could see that.
Mhm.
Especially when you're on, oh, well, I have my team member here, Marcel. He's he's always flying, so I'm sure he meets so many unique people, right? So you have a larger network than just the Chicagoland area, I assume, correct?
Yes,
So
I
you
do.
so
I
every
do
do you
because I make those connections.
are you intentional when you travel that to make connections? Like, are you kind of like intentionally networking on planes, or like how do you go about that?
On the airplane, if I'm very tired, I just want to sleep. But no, but most of the time, I'll talk to people
Yeah.
and I'll talk to the stewardess and
Mhm.
just make connections. I could be standing in line at Dunkin' Donut at the airport. I'll make conversation with
Oh,
someone.
nice, nice.
And it's important to make those connections. And also to, you know, people sometimes I believe that our society is closing themselves
Sure.
and we need people.
Mhm.
We need to connect.
Absolutely.
And it's important.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make it my mission to travel more this year. See, and here's the thing. I guess for me, it's always like I get tired after like being in a plane. I'm just like, ugh, I feel like I need a vacation from a vacation sometimes, and I can't stand that feeling. But you know what? I love. I really like car rides. Like I'm more of the like. I'd rather drive somewhere than
Okay.
fly somewhere, right? That's just me though. Like I always do retreats for women and I keep it within like I think the furthest retreat I've put together was maybe around 2021, I think I did. And we went to Muskegon in Michigan or Muskegon area in Michigan. And I just remember it was a 4-hour drive that we went there. And I was like, I'll never do that again for the for the women that they loved it. It was so beautiful, but I just remember how long it took to get there. I was like, well, I don't mind it, but I was more concerned for liability for women traveling that way. Cause actually, one of the women that went got hit by a deer. Like,
Okay.
so like she got hit by a deer. So like she's traveling, the deer ran into her car.
Wow.
So when she told me that, I said, wow, yeah, I can't have you guys travel this far, right? So I like to keep my retreats at like a 2-hour max ride. So if it's Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, like just somewhere where they can go max 2 hours. But I love driving. Like I'll go to Tennessee driving. Like I've gone to Gatlinburg, right? So I do like more of the driving side of traveling.
Yes. My younger years, yes, I would do it. One year, when I'm aging myself, when 9/11 hit, I had a group ready to travel at the end of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and they kept telling me, "We're scared to fly. We're scared to
Oh yeah,
fly
because of 9/11. Mhm.
because of 9/11." I said, "No worries." I rented a 15 passenger van,
Oh wow.
and
I would love that actually.
all 12 of us, I was the only one driving. I drove to Tennessee.
Wow, I would love that. That is actually cool. I love that you did that. I used to drive a Suburban. So do you
Okay.
remember the 90s Suburbans? The Chevy ones? I used to drive those. But all right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, we're gonna learn more about you and what you do. Super excited to be here today. Thank you for everyone that's watching and listening. And I'm just excited to learn more about what people can do to travel. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847 488 1456, or you can email info at downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs, it's probably the best thing you do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Governor J.B. Pritzker held a roundtable in Chicago Tuesday on how federal actions are affecting Illinois. Pritzker said higher tariffs hit manufacturers and farmers hardest. President Trump responded, saying Democrats caused the affordability crisis and his administration is fixing it. Jury selection is complete in the trial of a man accused of placing a bounty on a U.S. Border Patrol commando. Juan Espinoza Martinez is charged with soliciting the murder of Gregory Bavino. Opening statements begin this morning in federal court in Chicago. The Illinois House is back in session with debates focused on taxes, the Safety Act, and foreign policy. Republicans have introduced a bill to amend the Safety Act, while Democrats are proposing changes to a law dealing with Israel boycotts. GOP lawmakers are also warning of potential new tax increases. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
With Progressive Snapshot, you could save on auto insurance rates by driving safely, which is nice because you can just keep doing you. So keep on using that broken phone charger because it occasionally works. Keep quoting something you heard on a podcast as your own. Keep ignoring your sister's texts while you drive and after. And when baggage claim says, have a great trip, keep on saying, you too. And keep driving safely. And you could save with Snapshot from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliate. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Today, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow showers after 5 p.m. High near 29. Tonight, snow showers likely with patchy blowing snow before 10 p.m. Then a slight chance of snow showers until 3 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 10. Currently, it is 27 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
We are back live. You are listening and watching the Wise Coffee Show on WRMN 1410. You can learn more about WRMN 1410 at WRMN1410.com. There's so much other programming and fun things to listen to on the show. But here we are talking with Maria Elena today, who is a travel advisor, and she is going to just share more information about what you can do to have a easier or travel more, or if you need someone to take some of that off your to-do list, right? She can be the gal for you that will help you with that. So we've been talking about her story. She's a Chicago girl, right? Grew up Cuban American, grew up in the area of Logan Square, right? I love Logan Square, by the way. Like, I've seen it change so much over the years. Like, I had family in the 90s that lived there, and we were just talking about how like special it was in the 90s. It's nothing like what it is now.
In the 90s, there was a strong Cuban community.
In Logan Square?
In Logan Square on Milwaukee Avenue. My uncle had a jewelry store called Santa Barbara, which is next door to Omar's.
Okay.
And then there was Grace, the furniture store.
Okay. I was a kid. I remember Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I remember I loved going in there because there was always like lions and bears. Like on the top. I don't know if you guys remember Animal Kingdom, or if anyone remembers that store, like literally it was a pet store. You would walk in, but then they had exotic pets in the back. So it was like a little zoo on the top. And then I'd be like, oh, what do I have today? Oh, there's a cheetah back there. Let me go look at it. My first pet, I got her out of Animal Kingdom. So I kind of like
too.
my first cat. We got her there when I was 19 years old. But I love Logan Square. And I remember the Mega Mall?
Yes.
Man,
Ooh.
it's so sad when you walk in that old neighborhood on Milwaukee and like you don't see the Mega Mall anymore. It's a Target or something like that
Yes,
now.
Target and condos.
Yeah, Target and condos. I was like, I remember I used to be a kid and a teenager, and this was the spot to go as a teenager, right? Going there for mixtapes or going there for, I think I got piercings. Like that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do as a teenager.
For me, what I enjoyed every Saturday morning is go purchase some tamales.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. And hungry.
That's good.
Tamales verdes,
Yeah.
rojos. Oh yes, yes. From the two vans.
Yeah.
Because it was two vans.
Really? I
Uh-huh.
love that. I remember that. I remember, well, tamales for sure, Mega Mall, Animal
Father and
Kingdom.
son.
Father and son. It's not there no more?
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was a famous like
Yes.
pizza place. Yeah.
Yes, for many years.
Yeah. My dad for a little bit lived on Armitage and Western. Is that still considered Logan Square? I don't remember if that was Logan Square.
Armitage and
Western. Is that considered, or is that no more Humble Park now?
It could be Humble Park, Bucktown.
Bucktown. Okay.
Uptown area.
Yeah, behind the Congress Theater, where the
Yes.
Congress Theater was there on Milwaukee. Was it
That's,
Milwaukee?
the Congress Theater is Milwaukee and Tallman.
Yeah, so he was right behind the Congress Theater. So that was late 90s, early 2000s. maybe
Yes.
back. I was like, oh my gosh.
And Congress Theater is still there.
Is it? I don't
But
know.
it's
I haven't-
vacant.
Okay.
Even the apartment that's vacant. They don't know what they're going to do there with that property. I'm not too far from there, so I'm very familiar with it.
Oh, you're still in that area?
Yes.
It's changed so much.
It has.
You still own property in that area?
I do.
Oh, very nice. That's such a great area to own property in.
But those property taxes,
Yeah, I'm sure they're a lot. Well,
they're high. They're very high.
Yeah. I can see
So
that.
to be honest, I'm really considering moving.
Oh, really?
Yes, because can't afford it.
Oh, well, rent it out. We'll talk more.
Yes,
we'll talk more.
I thought about that too.
We'll talk more. Rent it. Don't get rid of it. So that's awesome. And it's funny because I used to have a store at the buyer's market when I was in my early 20s. While I was still in college, I was like, you know what? I remember walking through there, and some people don't know I was an Avon girl.
Yes.
So I used to love selling.
I used to sell Avon too.
Yeah. So I remember like, I'm going to rent this space and sell makeup and do all the girly things that girls like to do. Right. So I had I remember the owner of the buyer's market, and it broke my heart when the buyer's market burnt down. If anyone knows, I think it was, what year was that? Maybe like 2010, maybe 2009.
Around their time.
They had a big fire and like they collapsed and they had to rebuild it. And I felt bad for all those the vendors.
Yes.
Because a lot of them probably didn't have insurance. A lot of them had a lot of merchandise there, probably burnt up. Like I can only imagine, because a lot of immigrants rented and sold stuff there, right?
Yes.
Well, in the Latino community, we're very entrepreneurial, right? We're hustlers. Like
We are.
You will see us. You will not see a Latino a peddler Latino. Like that's not really common. Like they're gonna be selling something. They're gonna be selling chicles, gum. They're gonna be selling shoes. They're just always gonna be hustling, selling something, making sure that they make money in some way, shape. Tamales. Those ladies make money.
They do.
Tamale ladies. I don't know if people realize. Like I think they make maybe like 300-400 a day. Like that's just because of like they wake up like 2 a.m, start preparing the food, have it ready by 6 a.m. so that they sell it in the street. Like but they make money, to cover their
And it's
rent.
delicious.
And absolutely.
It's delicious. And talking about, being Latino and entrepreneur, when my dad lived in Cuba, my dad was a lechero, a milkman. Okay.
Love that.
And my grandmother made cheese because my family owned a farm. And my uncle made furniture, wood furniture.
Yeah.
Beautiful craftsmanship. And so it's in the blood.
Yeah.
also.
Entrepreneurial. Yeah.
Yes. And so my dad is 87 years old and he still has his business on 47th and Damon.
Oh wow, really? What does it
Yes.
sell on 47th and Damon? That's by what is that? Back of the Yards.
Back of the yards. He sells cowboy or Texan clothes.
You should send my dad over there.
Yeah.
My dad loves that type of clothing.
And my uncle actually he went from jewelry to owning laundromats.
I've been told that you should get into that business. I've heard that's really good. Laundromats. That's awesome.
And my mom, growing up, she would sell jewelry.
Really?
Hmm. And take care of kids.
That's awesome.
Oh
That's
yes.
awesome.
So it's in my blood.
Yeah, I think when you grow up with entrepreneurial families or like that's all you know. Because I remember for the longest, like, why do I like having businesses? Like I never comprehended here why, because my parents worked very traditional jobs here in the States. Like
Okay.
my dad was always in hospitality and restaurants, right? Like cook. And my mom was always in like maintenance and she was like an assistant engineer and she worked at but when I was younger, she worked at laundromats and stuff like that. So I only saw them working, growing up. But I didn't realize when I came older, it's like, why do I enjoy being an entrepreneur? Like as I became an adult, I didn't realize that back in Mexico, that's where they had businesses. Grandparents have businesses, right? We were the
Yes.
birria family. Like we were known for the birria, like right. That my parents sell. On my dad's side, they like to make tequila and they sell agave and then they plant the maguey and they sell it to big companies, big corporate companies like Don Julio and stuff like that. They'll come and buy it from our family. And I didn't realize the entrepreneurial side until I became an adult. I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense now because growing up it made no. So it's in you, that
Yep.
entrepreneur stuff.
Yes. Yes. See, my uncle came in the 80s and his mindset was, I cannot depend on the government.
Okay, that's good.
And so he opened up his first jewelry store right by Animal Kingdom, by the animal store.
There were a lot of jewelry stores by the Animal Kingdom. I remember that.
Santa Barbara. And, and then afterwards, he got older
Sure.
and then jewelry wasn't selling much. And so he went into the laundromat
Man.
and into real estate because he has properties. And that's what he relies on, is properties
Yeah.
to live.
Oh, love it. That's awesome. That's great. That's amazing.
It's a freedom and independence.
Yeah. Not working for anybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like I tell a lot of my students and people, I haven't had a job. This is the first W-2 I've had since 2016.
Okay.
Like I've always been on my own, right? But I know that like I'm here right now helping students and working with students because I love it. Like this is just fun for me, right? Doing what I'm doing now, but I still have my businesses, right? I still have things flowing on the background for me. But I think, being an entrepreneur, like no one can dictate how your life will go.
Yes. I mean, I have a full-time job and my travel business is my other full-time job.
Hey.
And I love it. I love it. It's rewarding when a client calls you and says, I love my trip.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this for us. Thank you for booking it. You selected the best resort for us.
Wow. I need to reach out to you for the girls' trip that my friends want to put together so that you can help with that. But, I think that when you're pursuing passion, when you're in alignment to your purpose, it doesn't feel like work.
No, it doesn't.
It feels fun. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm sure you do and I do. I strive. I will work hard and I can work like a horse, like I am definitely one of those workhorses, but it's because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. If it's not in alignment with me and it feels like, ugh,
right,
I will not do it. I will not do it.
Same here.
Like, nope, no, thank you. But if I feel like it's in alignment with me and who I am and it's part of the journey, like I know that there's seasons, right?
Right.
And everyone goes through seasons of why are we in this area or this place at this time, and kind of just enjoy it. Enjoy that season that you're in, because there's a reason why you're there,
Right.
So with you having also a full-time job and doing the travel, right? But everything feels effortless, right?
It does. I look forward. When I get out of work, I get home, I take an hour for myself and I get on the computer
I love that.
and just planning trips for my clients. And I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. And
I love that you love it because I don't. I'm just joking.
And I'll tell you this much that even though I've been in it for 2 years, but for the last 2 years, I've been working hard because travel advisor, it's not easy. It takes work
Sure.
because you have to get certified with the different resorts, with the different cruise
Really?
lines. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And even with certain cruise lines, their programs, they call it bachelors, they call it masters,
Oh, wow.
because you have to learn the ins and outs.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of training involved.
Wow, I'm glad I'm not in that industry. But if you're passionate about it and you love it, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
It makes sense.
Yes. And when, at the end, when you take the test and you get certified, you become a specialist.
Oh,
It's rewarding.
that's super cool.
It's rewarding and I love it. And, I know that one of my it's not a strong point is my social media, but I'm getting there.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes time because, I've gotten critics, "Oh, you don't show to a lot of social media, your travels." And I said, that takes time.
Well, not only that, most people don't know how to manage their social media, especially businesses. It's not an easy thing. Like, and I've been talking to people, especially now that I'm around a lot of more content creators. It's like some of them are making 3 reels a day. Some of them are making 12 reels a day. Like someone just told me that, and I was like, that is bananas. I can't even.
It is.
I can't even do 3 reels a week, and I'm sitting here like 3 reels a day. But these people are dedicated to creating content, right? So don't feel bad. It comes with time and a habit and accountability, right? And to really create a presence online, it takes a while. Like, I mean, I think I've been really active on social media since like 2017, 2018, to
Okay.
build. But I've only gained clients through social media and networking. Like I've never. I don't even. How did we meet? Social
Networking
media.
and social media.
Like I'm like, wait, how did we meet? Like, yeah. So like that's just typically how I build. So it'll take time. It's not an overnight process. But share with us you got some trips happening?
Yes. Actually, my youngest is going to be graduating in May from college, and we are headed to Aruba. Yes.
That sounds fun. Marcel, have you been there? No, he's like, no. It's on his list. That's on his list.
And after that, Antigua.
Oh, very nice.
So that's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward for her to graduate too. And just this is going to be our girls' trip, mother and daughter trip.
That's so sweet. I love that. Well, I love that you're doing that. And I'm curious, what other projects are you working on? just asking. I'm just curious.
I'm actually authorship in collaboration with you on a book.
That's super exciting.
It is. Nervous about it, but it's gonna be good. It's positive.
It's gonna be amazing.
I tend to be very reserved when it comes to my private life. And so I'll be sharing
Yes.
some of my stories that, I hope it will help
Yeah.
all women out there.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. So for those that are listening, I'm launching a book in May of 2026, and in collaboration, I'm gonna have seven contributing authors that are in this book, and I'm excited because it's all gonna be their testimonies on how they've experienced life and how God's helped them in their life. And
Yes.
I know it's going to be one of those life-changing books for women and men. Men can read it. We ain't what is it's not the word I want to say racist, but we're not discriminating. We're not discriminating. I lost the words for a second, right? But I'm super excited that you're taking on this journey with us, right? And we're writing every Monday night together. We're
Yes.
meeting with the publisher. We're gonna have a photo shoot. We're
Uh-huh.
gonna have all these fun things, and it's just such a great experience to be able to me. I've always been that type of person that I love to motivate others. Clearly, like I have students here. I work with people. I'm a coach, right? To witness like you saying, okay, I'm gonna share my story, and I get to be part of that. Like I get to be a part of a little sliver of your life. It's so rewarding for me. So I thank you for saying yes and being part of this project that I know God's been saying, Jennifer, do this for years. And I've been kind of like, no, I'm not ready. No,
Right.
I don't want to do this book yet. I've been published in other books. I'm a contributing author in Today's Inspired Latina 4 and Hispanic Star Rising 2. So I mean, I've published. I was in your shoes, right? But now me taking the lead and getting women to publish, that's a whole another experience for me,
definitely.
right? But to just watch you guys, I'm so excited. Like, yes, it's gonna be absolutely amazing. So I'm super proud of you.
I mean, one of the things that cripple us is fear,
Yes, absolutely.
and we can't allow fear. It's not in the Bible.
It says, "Fear not."
Fear not.
Yes, multiple times throughout the Bible.
It does.
I love that you brought that up because it's true. A lot of people are crippled by fear and they won't make moves because they allow fear to overtake them.
Right.
Right.
And fear in general. I mean, there's people that won't travel because
God, yeah.
they're they're living in fear.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to take risks. That's why I keep up with the government's website
Okay.
about travel.
Okay.
And whenever I learn something new, I post it in my social media. I might
That's
not
good.
talk about it, but I'll post information out there because, education isn't, what is it? Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah. My people shall perish for the lack of knowledge, right? It says biblically. So if you're not seeking wisdom, if you're not seeking knowledge, you'll perish.
You do.
And I'm a lifelong learner. Like I'm a big believer in constantly educating myself.
Yes, we have to.
You have to, and keeping up with the trends, right? Keeping up, like I don't want to be like keeping up with the Joneses. That's not what I'm saying. God, no. But knowing what's happening in the world, like sometimes with media, I try to like social media. I try to like not see all the craziness that's happening in the world because I also don't want to deal. Like I don't want to like when COVID happened, right? Like I'm not living in fear. Like I am not doing this.
I'm still traveling.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was too. I was still driving around doing things. I wasn't limiting myself. Even with all the stuff, but it breaks my heart that people do live in fear.
Unfortunately, they
You
do.
know,
They
and
do.
fear is a very real thing, but you don't. Was it? I heard low risk, low reward, high risk, high reward. We have to take risks. We have to just jump and not think about it. Like sometimes I just need 30% of the information in front of me before I make a decision. I don't need the full 100. I just need 30%. If I get 30% and I say I like it, I'm going for it.
Right.
And then if I fail,
on a personal note, I try not to watch the news because the news portrays a lot of negativism and instill fear. But I will watch David Muir, Channel 7, World News, just so
you're up to date.
I'm up to date what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
But everything else, there's no time.
Well, statistically or research, right? If like psychologists, people will will go to a negative. They're more focused on the negative than the positive, right? It's just psychology. People will rather like in the news outlets. We know this, right? We know that if we're saying scary things or things that are going to frighten you or things that are, you're going to be more glued to the TV, right?
Yes.
So we understand that, right? But at the same time, we want to put positivity out there, right? Like share good things, what's happening, the good stuff out there, right? I mean, it's interesting, right? Like being in media and understanding how that works. But I think to protect my soul, like I try not to listen to all that stuff, just like you. I'm like, you know what? I don't need all that negativity in my life. I don't. I really don't. Unless I need to for specific reasons, I will. But if I don't have to, I won't.
Because if you think about it, that makes you sick. You get stressed out.
Yeah, I don't got
your
time.
body gets sick.
Yeah,
because you're so
absolutely.
stressed out.
Absolutely.
Just focusing on the negative.
I am definitely not about the stressful life.
And this is why I like to travel, because it gives me the opportunity to go to other countries, meet other people. And I mean, I see people on the streets, they have a smile.
Oh,
they're
nice.
healthy.
Nice.
And it's just positive. It's just, for me, it's positive.
Yeah, and it makes you realize that how well off you are, right? Living
Definitely.
here, and it humbles you a lot. I think it's if you make over 30K a year, you're already like the top 90% of wealth in the world or something crazy like that. It's like a crazy statistic. Someone might correct me. But either way, thank you so much. If someone wants to reach out to you, where can they reach out to you?
They could text me or call me at 773-817-4741. If you could follow me on, let me see, my Instagram is La Cubanita Alegre.
La Cubanita Alegre.
Yes. Also, business page for Instagram is marielena.vwm. And on Facebook, I would really appreciate the following on Facebook, and it's Marielena Ramirez. The picture right now is an orange dress.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. You guys had an amazing rest of your week. Thank you for being on with me, Maria Elena. Thank you for everyone else. God bless you guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.
Thank you.